thrilled to be joined today by her son, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex.
Our mission. And today we will hear from him, and we will hear from the change makers by his side. So I implore you to open your hearts, open your minds, be ready to be inspired by the stories of these incredible young people and the stories that they will tell. But most importantly, we want to work with you together to create a better and a more equitable world for everyone. I'm going to pass the mic to you now, Prince Harry.
Thank you, Tessie. Good morning, everybody, and thank you, Concordia, for having us. This is a very, very important subject that affects every single one of us, and I'm privileged to be here with Diana Award and with yourselves, Christina and Chiara. Very, very nice to see you again. We're here to listen to you. For some reason, I've been given a microphone to ask questions. And I'll do my best to get out of you guys what really. Well, let's start with this. What worries you the most about the world today, from your own perspective, but also your peers? What worries you, but also what are the biggest barriers to young people reaching their full potential?
All right, I'll take the mic first. Thank you. There are two things I'd want to comment on. Firstly, peace and security. Currently, there are 110 ongoing conflicts in the world. And without being political, I'm sure we can all acknowledge that in all of these 110 contexts and beyond, there are young people being affected, whether it's through displacement, just the constant facing of trauma and terror. And even for the young people like myself that work in the space or are just looking on, we're just wondering, when will our governments and our countries get it right? When will we secure our present and our future? And all this anxiety about the uncertainty, it worries us and it acts as a barrier to us fulfilling our fullest potential. The second issue I want to comment on is climate anxiety. I'm from Jamaica, a small island developing state, and we just faced a Category 5 hurricane, the first of its kind to be experienced that early in the hurricane calendar. Think on that. And there are other persons in other countries that were affected. And so many young people across the world, developing nations, states, etc., that are constantly being faced with environmental degradation and just feeling that when will my country literally slip away into the ocean? Young people are being affected by this. That constrains us from being able to dream and aspire and to achieve. So those are some of the issues I want to comment on, and I would just hope that you reflect on that as we think about how we can support young people.
Thank you, Christina. As someone who comes from Indonesia, living in Jakarta, climate issues really is a big problem for all of us, especially considering that Jakarta is destined to sink in a couple of years due to climate issues. But what I'd like to discuss today has to do with education and the access to that. My advocacy work is with the children in Bantar Gebang. It's Southeast Asia's biggest landfill site back home. And there are 1,000 children that we help of 7,000 children living on the trash site. And if you can imagine...
The younger generation are not putting too much pressure on you guys. You are what give me hope. The courage that you have gives me hope, because every single one of us need courage in order to really move the dial and create positive change in today's world, probably more so now than ever. So thank you to you guys for giving me and probably a lot of other people in this room hope. And now we need to listen, constantly listen, and then act on the advice and the vision that you have, because otherwise it's your future that's being stolen from you, and that is unacceptable.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing.